Okay, class, this is the second video for week 5. I just want to make sure I haven't forgotten something in the last video. So I'm going to go to Software Library, Operating Systems. I forgot to distribute content. I need to send this operating system to the distribution point. So I'll highlight it, click Next, add our distribution point. Close. Okay, now we're going to create our first task sequence. What we're going to do is create something called a golden image. We're going to deploy Windows 10, and at that point, install all the necessary software. And if we had an update server, we would patch the OS as well, and then capture it back. And then that would be the image we send out to all the clients. So we don't have to install all the software and install all the patches on each individual client. We'll make it part of our image. So what we're going to do is create something called a golden image, something you want to deploy, install all the software on, patch it, and then capture it back again. Then that captured image is what we would deploy to other clients. And it'll save you a lot of bandwidth and time because you don't have to do all the updates in the individual software packages for each individual client. So we're going to go to task sequence, create a new task sequence, and we're going to do a build and capture. So we're going to build a reference image or a golden image and then capture it once we're done. We're going to call this Windows 10 golden image. We're going to choose what boot file we want to boot to, 64-bit. We're going to browse for our OS. We've installed that the last video. We're going to enable a local administrator account and set the password. We're going to have it join a work group. We don't really need to have it join the domain because when we deploy out the captured image, that's when we'll have it join the domain. We're going to install the SCCM client. We don't have an update server yet, so we can't really do this. You can choose the software you want to install. Right now, I'm going to choose Notepad++. We don't have any system prep tools. If we did, we can make the part of the image. It's going to be version 1. And we're going to capture it to the same folder where we have all our other source files. Okay, so I'm going to go to C, source files. I'm going to create a new folder called Windows 10 golden image. Actually, I'll just spell it out. So that's where we're going to store the image that we capture. So I'm going to go back here, SCCM, source files, Windows 10 golden image. Now we have to put a file name here. Even if the file doesn't exist, we're going to call it win10gi for golden image.wim. That's going to be the account we save the golden image in. Excuse me, that'll be the image file we save the golden image in. That's what we'll deploy to all of our other clients. So I'm going to go to set. I'm going to do this. I'm going to capture it as the administrator account. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my lab. I have 15 gigs available to me. You might not have it. So if you don't actually deploy the image that we just or we're referring to, that's fine. But I'm going to create a new virtual machine. You don't have to do the test to actually do the install. I'm just doing this to see if it works. I'm going to create a machine with 2 gigs. I'm going to call it Windows 10 GI, rename it. I'm going to create a 15 gig hard disk. I'm going to assign that to that image. I'm going to add a network card and attach it to the public switch. And we should be ready to go. Now, in this environment, I can't control the DHCP server. I have 2 DHCP servers, one part of my lab and one for the school. If it gets the signal from the school, we won't be able to boot. You have no way to control where it boots to. So I'm going to try to turn off and turn back on. Um, yeah, so guys, we're not going to be able to test the image. I've been talking to Mike about turning off the DHCP server and he hasn't figured out how to do it yet. Um, that's fine. We can't really test the image, but um, just go through the motions of creating this task sequence, and I'm going to try to capture the image on another device and see if we can integrate it into this lab. Again, I'm still building new devices, excuse me, new images, so we can do the Windows services update server. So maybe we'll be able to actually do the capture then. Okay, that's it for this video.